Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more LA Noire. We're here in this mission, which I believe is called the Setup. Are we being set up, Cole? Standing in front of the ambassador. Kind of. Freddie Martin's musical instrument store. Let's, so what were we doing here? Let's go in and check. The bus depot.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
See him? I saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case for the lady.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Alright. We found this bloody lady. And a gun.
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
Neato. The Setup.
The Egyptian theater.
Okay, let's see what else we got around here.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Wait a minute, is the blood coming from this blood? No, it's not. There's nothing to check on her. So what do you say, guy?
What now?
Hammond must be hiding out the theater. Let's get there and square things up.
See if you threw anything in the trash. Doesn't look like it.
That's the cop in the newspaper.
Where's my car? Oh, over here.
Get this morning's edition, hot off the press!
I'm not driving. Oh, I guess I am.
Hammond must be hiding out the theater. Let's get there and square things up.
Let's see, we need to go the other way around. Actually, it's not that far. Let's see if we can turn this bad boy around.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
Mickey C. The Egyptian Theater, 9:05 p.m.
This seems like a long shot.
Aren't they all?
You seem like a long shot.
Car 11, King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB out clear.
bitch. He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Alright, let's go. Let's have a look at this. That's cigarette commercials. I don't want to look at that. That's cocktails in a band and a cocktail club bar open 24 hours. The Egyptian Theater.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me. She was collecting the money for you.
Got a British guy in here?
Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
Nothing I can check. Let's go to theater. It's a circle. Guess we go to the circle.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just
Let's
like
talk
my
to
manager
me.
set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best, kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself. So did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Who's running?
Cover!
Oh, there's more guys. Cover. Not here.
Give me some goddamn cover!
Where are these guys when he was holding the speech?
Come on, Cole. How will we head?
Why are you shooting me? I don't know where I'm going.
Where are you? You whiny cocksucker.
Could he be here? So I went all the way up there and he went down. What a guy. Well, we won't get him to talk now, that's for sure.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Yascania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
So, what's the problem?
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps, got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
We just got demoted. $11 out of 11 clues found, 1 out of 3 questions. No damage. But Candy headed for the morgue. You won't have a second chance to get her full story. Oh. Oh. The Naked City.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
This is a DLC mission. I think, isn't it? And isn't this still Vice? I think it's still Vice. I guess doesn't really fit with the story.
Anyway, I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Guy gave his wife a tag.
This way? No.
Poor little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
Drove me up to Mulholland.
Can you drive to this one?
Needed some necklace.
Are you coming, Roy?
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
So I noticed a weird thing. Like, Mark actually told me like the whole truth, doubt, lie thing used to be different. Originally it was supposed to be. I can't remember what he said. But
Second floor.
I was watching a clip of, I think it's the newer version, like the version that's been released for Switch and stuff. And it has good cop, bad cop, and I can't remember what the last thing was. That's weird. What are we actually looking for? Haven't really paid attention. For some reason, I don't know. Just slid all through my mind. And out the other brain ear. So now I'm just looking at doors. Guess we're going in here.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Hey!
Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Maybe you two should
You
be
mind if I
partners.
take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Kind of feeling an outfit change because he was dissing my outfit. What haven't we worn? I think we've worn all of them. But I think it's time to go to the Golden Boy. Hey, photograph man.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
I haven't
Come on,
looked around.
Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
He would totally have won CIS.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Okay. Looks like strangle
Neck is
marks.
bruised pretty badly.
Probably. Loads of peels. Like bite marks, by the looks of it.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Thank you. She's got a ring.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the Surrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought Surrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
No, they could still be junkies, though.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Pretty girl like that? Maybe she was having trouble with some boys, huh? Got her heart broken. Couldn't take it anymore. So she ran herself a bath and downed some pills, and then she just drifted
Don't
off.
tell your rusty stories. More pills.
Looks like barbiturates.
I don't know what that means. Asian geisha girl
Barbiturates.
with pills. It's
else
the
is
damn
wrapped
Asians
around
once
this
again.
stuff?
It's the Japanese. Take one
We should
capital
speak to
after
a doctor.
a meal.
Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
She was very into the Asian stuff, by the looks of it.
Quality English smoking jacket.
Haskell and
Anyone under
Shaw.
45 would wear one.
Nice picture. If there's anything with this...
No good to me.
Okay.
Seems irrelevant.
I'm pretty sure it is.
This isn't what we're looking for.
We could bake a cake.
Incidental.
Okay, one of these pictures looks like she's some kind of model or actress or something.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Does it?
There's been a modeling assignment.
That's
It's
an
place to
actress.
start.
Ask for Miss Randall.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
She's quite the narcissist. She's got pictures of herself everywhere.
We'll need to check that.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
That's kind of doubtful, eyes.
Would she have killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Why do I keep failing?
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Men friends, Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was a
She's not
Virgin
telling the
Mary,
truth.
sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
But she wasn't telling the truth. Come on, game.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
You cannot tell me that's the truth. So maybe I could have used these, and I could have used these. This. I'm gonna doubt her again.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all. She wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks,
At
Mr.
least I
Reynoldson.
got one.
It's been very helpful.
I don't know
One of
how
the
I
other
didn't get
detectives
two
will take your
others.
statement, and then you can go home.
I guess I should have said she was lying. I guess.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle the dope.
Okay, so we're looking for syringes. But where would they be? Could they be inside? What is that strange music? Honestly, I don't know where to look. Kind of ran around the building. Is this a trash can? There we go. How much do you want me to manipulate this?
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
That's true.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
Let's just take the cop car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Dr. Stoneman's
All right,
practice.
where to?
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Damn. Dr. Stoneman's practice. 2:43 p.m. Richer, cleaner, bolder. The finest tobacco in America. Let's see, let's have a look at this one. 5th floor.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Well, thankfully there's an elevator. Very interesting music.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Let's see, 505. That's here.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
If you're lucky.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
So he must know her, since I'm sure he was the one that prescribed the sleeping pills, right? Or actually this one. But was this made by him? This could be a fail.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Hopefully this is right.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine?
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
He looks like an American version of Putin.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
Oh,
that'll be all for
nice.
now, Dr. Stoneman.
2 out of 2. What a rare one. So where are we going now, detective?
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
That is true.
You can drive.
Let's go to the dress store.
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Don't honk at me.
I think
I know a honk, but
well, hello. I read about him in the book.
Hello, miss.
Today.
Everybody in this town is nuts.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
No, not anymore.
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
What's the point of that? Just that she's gonna marry somebody rich, or?
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Guess that's the truth.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
I think she's telling the truth. I don't know. I think so.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
Oh.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiance to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
No.
All right, I'm back again.
Wait a moment. I don't think
Just
I'll
had a
pass on
phone
that
call,
message until you
so.
tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
Oh no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Now she's full of death. What? Too soon? Oh, I need to use the phone machine.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Alright, let's go to the morgue.
You're behind the wheel.
Yeah, you are.
Do we know where we're going?
Yes?
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Hello?
Detectives Phelps and Earl here to see the coroner.
Yes, Detective. He's waiting for you in the examination room.
Thank you.
That price is outrageous.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
He's a looker. So is she. What do I have here?
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Pizza delivery.
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Shut up, guy. Oh, can you drive? Oh, it's just over here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
What a joker.
I want to stop him with 1 round.
Interview 2.
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his
I'm
chest.
trying to find interview 2.
I've been in this job.
Oh, interview 2 is this way. Interview 1.
Need a drink.
Interview 2.
Got the jitters again.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Is he? He can't be telling the truth. I'm gonna use this. Movement answer. Yeah,
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck on the shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Doesn't look like he's telling the truth, but I have a tendency to be wrong here, so.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Damn it. You ruined my perfect streak.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
He's a career criminal lying dead next door. Educated man like you wouldn't consort with criminals, would you?
No, I would not.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I want to make a phone. You know you know. You're some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now.
Such a liar.
You've been very helpful.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Guess another tailing mission, my favorite.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Walk, woman, walk.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Is he stopping or is he continuing? I think he's continuing.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
He just ran the red light. Yeah, guy lost his hat. Yo, it's a green light guy. What are you waiting for?
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
No.
Never stepped foot in Okinawa.
There we go, finally. Second-hand goods.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Guess we wait here. Shut up!
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Okay. Oh, frick. Oh, frick.
What are you doing?
Can't see me. I'm hiding behind this car. Damn it, I hate this shit. Only part of the game I don't like is the tailing stuff.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
the guy from the paper. What are you doing?
You can't see me. I'm hiding behind this car. Idiot.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
They should be safe running up here. Even though he is looking back at me. God freaking damn it! I'm tempted to press yes.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Need to catch up on him. Like here. Yes.
What are you doing?
Are you fucking kidding me? What time is it?
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Guess I'll just take it slowly. Probably end up seeing me. I need to run up here. Oh, he's getting too far away. Incognito. Something.
What are you doing?
Can I just follow him across the street, maybe?
Too much slack. Gotta get
Hoof it,
closer.
Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
See, I can see him from here. He wouldn't be able to see me, right? You look familiar, guy. Can't really. He's looking behind. This might actually work. I'm a genius. Then he eventually has to cross the road. I don't know if this is good hiding behind, but so he's. Where does he go from here? Continue straight. So maybe if I cause a lot of commotion, I walk over here instead. He won't be able to notice me. Maybe. Oh, he just turned over here. Where is he? Where is he? Okay. Good enough. I accept that. Just gonna buy a travel ticket or something to Hawaii.
That's right, Mexico City.
Oh.
One-way ticket, please.
Mexico.
Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
I was never here.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Apparently we need to go by phone. And there's a phone on the other side here somewhere.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Oakley dokley.
It's about giving.
Let's get a new car.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Hollywood Police Station. I wonder how far away. Oh, he's on the other side of the street, obviously.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Only if I guarantee he walks.
There it is.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Black sapphire ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Silver pillbox.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Okay. What's next then?
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
What's that? Okay. Oh damn, the car's parked on the other side. Damn it. Well, just for that, I'm gonna take this car.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
Hollywood 9 speed.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Okay.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Get behind some cover. Get your face
Throw
in.
out the guns.
Where's the other guy?
Push forward. Find some cover.
There's two more guys actually. Can I hit his leg? Oh, the last guy's behind there. Let's just move up.
Stay in cover.
Oh, frick.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Stay down.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Yeah, I'll try. Willie. Willie.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to? You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
Yes, I will.
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Then you're definitely driving from now on.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
recovered a black sapphire ring.
A beautiful piece. It belongs to my daughter.
Oh. What should I have done? Should I have doubted her?
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eastrom.
I have already received the insurance claim, Detective. Is there any way we could keep the return of these items discreet?
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Oh.
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Oh, we got company in the car.
The most well-known radio singers and orchestras are heard here.
Where does he live?
KTI.
Where does he live? Do we know where he lives?
The ACB Network presents National News from Washington.
Now we do. Okay, so right. Okay. Don't do a custom destination, please. Yes, I have to drive carefully now that we have company in the car.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
Definitely been
You're
insurance
being
fraud,
ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What a sogging it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
We still need to go a bit further. We can go all the way down here and then turn right. Just because he had to have a drink. And he can't drive for me. What a guy.
Son of a bitch!
What's going on with that sun flickering? Do we have to turn here? Yes, we kind of had to. Whatever.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
But first, no, it's not that kind of newspaper, apparently. Ooh, look at those moves, Cole.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Evil 2.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Grazie. This one has the same elevator music, I think.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
You did? Somebody.
Stop! LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on, put your hands in the air.
The way I'm like, just don't care.
Give it up, LAPD.
Did it go up here? I hope so. Yep.
Don't make me chase you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Jump for. Let's jump down there, you dummy. Big dummy. He's gonna knock me out. Oh, he's gonna try. That was kind of like a wrestling chair shot. Like, hands up, guy. Did he get away?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps. Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Nice watermelon. The frick is... Oh, that's a flashlight.
Nothing significant.
Is there anything significant in here? What is this? Bullets?
Doesn't look like
No?
anything.
Lipstick? I don't know. Something. That bullet, lipstick, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? I miss my hat. Okay, there's absolutely nothing in here.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business. You won't let me leave until we finish this, Detective, so you'd best get on with it.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
The ring? Do we know anything about the smoking jacket? I don't think so. I think the cigarette case.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
That could be the truth.
But why kill her?
She always looked
Sounded
out
very
for us.
sincere, at least.
When she told them that she was cutting them out, they swore to get even with her.
It's not, though.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Give it up, Arnett. You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
You still don't get it, do you? Julia entrapped everyone. She was so beautiful, so goddamn cold.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
I don't remember being this bad at being a detective when I played this originally. This is horrible. Interrogate Dr. Stoneman.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the
And he
doctor
claims he's a
fit in?
better driver
That's
than
what
me.
we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
They're not leaving.
Oh, it's Bruno's Deli.
It's time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
So I think after this, it's back to the traffic cases where there's like probably four or five missions. I know for sure this DLC mission, a very cool one. I think that's...
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh, what a guy.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he did.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Let's go
We
visit.
have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Should be the last part of this mission, I would
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Yep. He said that. Oh, there's a bowling alley. Willie's apartment, 1 a.m. The Broadway, Hollywood. Wanna wrestle?
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set
The
up a track.
harmonica.
We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Sorry, where are we going?
He wouldn't be that way.
Wait. Cole. You hear that?
Yeah?
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
He's a wrestler? Actually, I have no idea where he went. Did he go up? Yes, he did. For once, I'm actually following Roy. Probably not a good thing.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Got another letter. I shoot down all the letters. You got an achievement for that.
Son of a bitch really picked this spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
With the doctor dead, only Annette could have revealed the depths of infatuation with Julia. Okay, see what happens now.
We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cows still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. But God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was won here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Manifest Destiny.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Is this
Beautiful day.
DLC mission as well? Can I see that somehow? I have a new outfit. What is the new? This the new outfit? It is now.
Hey, can you give me a hand?
Does this tell you anything about anything? It tells me I completed 15 out of 21 cases. Okay.
I got a hard case I need to break. God damn it. We just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps. I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he didn't forget.
You're behind the wheel.
Whatever kind of look you were going for.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know who'll get swept up in a thing like that.
The 111
guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now we're no piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped 1,000 rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
So we're not able to search him. But, okay. Fair enough. Let's see if there's anything here. There's some cigarettes, I guess. What dirty pigs?
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Kinda looks like the place was shut up. One of these days, the bottle and the cigarette butt will be a clue. And there's also a spatula.
Seen it all.
It's morphine.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
So there's nothing
Never the
on this
same.
guy. Oh, hello.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Guns.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
Just when I think I've seen it
Army
all.
surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Ooh, still money in here.
And try to crack the safe.
Guess that was the only thing left is talking to her.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
What?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
You know what?
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, where to?
Wait a minute. Is that because we have to go back here, or is there more than we can have a look at?
Phelps, work the morphine angle. I'll work the stiffs.
Take a look around, Phelps. Looks like a straightforward execution to me.
Oh, I didn't notice this.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
Ooh.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
So what do we have here? Blue room ticket.
Should follow up on the musician angle.
Syringes.
Kept his stash close at hand.
I think that's it.
Catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Let's see what the car says.
You to run away from home.
Never get into fights with ugly people. They have nothing to lose.
What are we gonna do at the police station? I'm driving? I guess I can drive.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Any Central unit of 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
I'm actually not sure what I need to do at the police station.
Look out!
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow.
He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that.
Shelton.
This is the crate we recovered. Enough to arm 3 companies.
I've been in this
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Half a million cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Okay, I guess, what do I guess? Guess we leave.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting.
I'm so bad at finding my way out of this place.
Guy gave his way for tap. Say all fair in love and war.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Do we need to do more to the police station? I don't know what, so let's go to the blue room. Actually, let's just arrive at the blue room.
One of his fingers.
And the reason I say arrive is because game is saving.
I think his name is
By that, I'm ending the stream because I have to go. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more LA Noire very soon.